This is Madison Fitzgerald with the Owls Media Network, back with Coach Travis Wyant after the 14-10 win over the Emmanuel Saints. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
How did Tess Brown fouling out affect the way you played the rest of the game?
So it caused a lot of issues, just based off of the fact that we had to move a bunch of people around, and we actually had an innumerable amount of blood on jersey situations, so we had to switch a lot of people around, but the good thing is we have people that are ready to slide into those places. Lola did a fantastic job sliding in, Riley did a fantastic job sliding in, and then Rudd did a fantastic job sliding in. So we can't thank them enough for being that next up, man up mentality, and that's what we're trying to preach here, especially in the midfield unit. Last year we kind of rode 3 people in that midfield for the majority of the season, but this year we're kind of cycling people in a little bit more, keeping those legs fresh, but also giving people a lot more experience on the field. So
there was a lot of hard hits during the game. Did you change your way of playing after all the penalties with the players?
It seemed like to me we were absorbing most of those, so for us we don't need to change our style of play or anything like that. When it came to those hard hits, it seemed like it was Mindy eating those. It was, I think Amethyst ate one of those. So just being able to, shrug it off and find that next play. Shout out to Deb getting those players out and about, ready to go.
With being undefeated right now, what are your expectations going into the next game against Smith?
Smith is an opponent that we haven't played in a while. They play lacrosse a little differently than some of the teams we've played against, defensively speaking. They play a different defense than what we are used to seeing. So a lot of the stuff we prep for these games might not necessarily work against their defense. So we just have to make sure we're adjusting offensively to what they do. Offensively, it's not going to be anything different than what we are used to. They're an offensive team. That's all they are. They don't do anything absolutely mind-blowing, but on the defensive end, we are going to have to be aware of what they're doing. So for lack of a better word, they play a little zone, so we're going to have to just be prepared for that.
Thank you, and congrats on the win.
Thank you.
I pledge.
I am an NCAA student athlete.
And I pledge to be a champion of unity
on my team, on my campus, and in my community.
I pledge to embrace differences and strive for inclusion and collaboration.
I pledge to stand against racism, hate, and discrimination.
I pledge to strive for love, care, and forgiveness.
I pledge to stand against silence, deceit, and obscurity.
I pledge to strive for dialogue, truth, and understanding.
I pledge to stand against fear and doubt.
I pledge to strive for trust and belief in one another.
I pledge to stand against complacency and stagnancy.
I pledge to strive for change and growth.
I commit to supporting my fellow student athletes in all circumstances that impact them.
I commit to both choosing unity personally and encouraging it for all.
I pledge these things because we are stronger together.
United as one.
Once again, your final score is Owls 14, Saints 10. This brings the Owls to an undefeated season, 4-0 so far, and this is their best performance. The Owls will be back in action on March 12th against Smith College at 7 p.m. at the Owl Athletic Complex. This will be their last game before they head down to Florida for spring break. Thank you again for watching on Owls Media Network. Shots up. That's going to be another goal for Radajak.
Taking the score 14-9.
We've said it before, she's really unstoppable in those position shots.
She really is. Again, I would not want to be their goalie.
You have been watching a Keene State Athletics broadcast on the Owls Media Network. Please tune in to our next broadcast, and thank you for watching.